Alright, let's talk about making some invisible loops from invisible thread. You need a few things to do that. First of all, you need your invisible thread. I've prepared a spool, not with invisible thread, but some heavier stuff just for the video. This is not the original spool, by the way. So you need that. You need a piece of blue tack. Actually, you need 3 pieces of them, blue tack or putty. So 3 small balls. You need a piece of cardboard. You need a hole punch. You need a pair of scissors. And you need a small Ziploc bag, transparent Ziploc bag. Now let's start. First of all, I use some red cord to simulate the invisible thread. Take approximately 40 to 50 centimeters, maybe 35 will do as well, and unwind it from the spool. Take your putty, take your blue tack, and one of the balls will be pressed onto the invisible thread over here, just below the spool. Another one goes here, an inch apart. So I've got one over here, another one over here. The third one will be pressed into the end, so it's affixed and attached to the very end. Now, take your scissors and cut between these 2 pieces of blue tack, so the thread will fall down, and one of the pieces of blue tack will still be hanging down from the spool. Take it and press it onto the end of the spool, so it will be attached there, and you'll never drop the end of your thread. Okay, let's discard the spool now. We don't need it anymore. So let's come back to the invisible thread. You have the invisible thread, you have got the 2 ends and the small balls hanging around from the ends. Take the 2 balls and press them firmly together. So at the end you will have a large, giant loop hanging from your hand around your wrist. And these 2 ends here at the bottom, they'll be hanging down. Take the 2 strands together, and here, just below your wrist, grab them with your ring finger and your thumb. The more you stretch, the tighter the final loop will be, and the smaller the final loop will be. So you have to experiment with that. But a little stretch will be okay. Now, extend your index finger and middle finger, and the remaining thread that's hanging down from your right hand, and wrap it around these 2 fingers. Between the 2 fingers, you'll see that the invisible thread will form a ring, a circle. In the middle there'll be a gap or a hole. So just take your blue tack, a ball of blue tack that's hanging down, and drop it through that hole 3 times. Drop it down. Actually, if you use invisible thread, it will really drop down. Here I have to push it through. So take it down 3 times and move it from top to bottom, just down. Once, and a 3rd time. Okay, now very slowly and carefully remove your fingers, and you see that there's already a knot. Pull that knot tight, but carefully, otherwise you might even break your thread. And take the scissors and cut everything below the knot. The invisible thread, the loop, will snap back around your wrist, and at the end what you have is you have a loop around your wrist. Now you want to carry that and take it with you. So take your postcard, fold your postcard in half, exactly in half, give it a sharp crease, take your scissors, and from this book-like opening cut away the top third. Now, your hole punch comes into play, and just punch out a few semicircles or half moons at one end and directly opposite some more. In this case, I've just made 3 holes on one and 3 holes on the other end, but of course you should fill up the whole side here. So with this postcard, we probably could end up with 6 or 7 holes, half moons or semicircles, which are cut out. Now, the only thing that remains to do is take your invisible thread, the loop, and pull it around. It will snap tight and you can carry it around. If you fold this end over and then the end at the top, you have a nice small package that you can put into a Ziploc bag and carry around. It cannot be destroyed. It's easy to carry. You can put it in your wallet, you can put it in your breast or whatever pocket, and that's it. So you're set with the invisible loops. Have fun with that. Okay, now I have to switch this thing off.